Hi students, in today's class we are going to see circulatory system. Okay, circulatory system, circulatory, which means circulation. The blood flows in circle. That is why it is called a circulatory system. And it moves as a circle past the heart twice to complete one circulation. Okay, we understand better the circulatory system here. I have drawn as just a rough diagram, and the heart we divide into four chambers, that is lower part and the upper part. Lower part is made up of two chambers, that is right ventricle, this area here, and the left ventricle and this area here. And the heart of the wall, if you see, the left ventricle wall is too thick. The reason because the left ventricle pump the blood for long distance to all parts of the body. And here the right ventricle will pump the blood to the short distance only to the lungs. But both ventricle, that is lower part of the heart, will pump the blood. Okay. As they are pumping the blood, the ventricles, they always pump the blood. The left ventricle will pump the blood to the lungs. Sorry, right ventricle will pump the blood to the lungs. The left ventricle will pump the blood to the whole parts of the body. Okay. And the upper parts receives the blood. Upper part receives the blood, and here this is right atrium and here left atrium. And this side is left atrium. Left atrium. But both atriums, that is upper part of the heart, they always receives the blood. Okay. Now, this right atrium receives blood from all parts of the body via vena cava. Vena cava also, okay, one end is from the posterior end and another end is from all lower parts of the body. And here this side, the left atrium receives blood from the lungs only. Lungs only. Here only to understand, right ventricle pump the blood to the lungs. But here the left atrium receives blood from the lungs. Here the left ventricle pump the blood to all parts of the body, and here the right atrium receives blood from all parts of the body. This is the thing to understand, from where the blood comes and enters, and from there where to moving or pumping the blood. Okay. Now, why the blood enters into the lungs? Okay. The vena cava collects the deoxygenated blood, which means more amount of carbon dioxide, less amount of oxygen. That is called as deoxygenated blood. So this deoxygenated blood with more amount of carbon dioxide collected from all parts of the body and pour into the right atrium. The right atrium, what it does, it flows, allows to move into the lower part of the ventricle through this wall, tricuspid wall, allows into this right ventricle. As it reaches to the right ventricle pump, contracts both at a time, both ventricle, only once, one contraction, both ventricles will pump. This one to the lungs and this left ventricle to the whole parts of the body. So the right ventricle will pump the blood to the lungs. The deoxygenated blood, when it reaches to the lungs, the gaseous exchange takes place, which means it pours out all the carbon dioxide in the lungs and receives oxygen. So which means the blood becomes oxygenated blood. The oxygenated blood from the lungs comes back to the heart, to the left atrium. So the left atrium receives the oxygenated blood. So the left side of the heart, both atrium and the ventricle, now it has oxygenated blood. Okay, and here the deoxygenated blood is on the right side. But both deoxygenated blood and the oxygenated blood both do not mix, but they are separated by a valve. So those muscle wall is separating, and those two type of blood do not mix, though they are passing in the same heart, but the walls are dividing and the blood cannot be mixed. Okay. Now the oxygenated blood, as it comes down to the left ventricle again it pumps pump the blood to all parts of the body through this aortic valve. The aortic valve will supply the oxygenated blood to all parts of the body, to the liver, kidney, gut, and all parts of the body. It supply the blood. Then after supplying the blood, again it brings back the oxygenated blood via the vena cava. Okay, here the valves on the right side, the valve on the left side, tricuspid and bicuspid valves are there that allow in the same time it allows to flow to the lower parts of the heart. Okay. Now the valve, once the blood flows, it closes. Why it closes? Such that the blood will not flow back. To prevent the back flow of the blood, the valve will close. Once it is flowed in one pump, the valve, tricuspid valve and bicuspid valve, both will close, so that the blood will not go back into the vena cava or this side to the aortic valve. The pulmonary valves. So they close to prevent the back flow. All these valves, they play a role. The preventing the back flow, once it is flowed, the valve is closed. So that's why the valves are there. So once here the blood flows into the right ventricle, and here there is another valve is called a semilunar valve. These also, they allow the flow into the lungs through the pulmonary valves, vessels, and once it is flowed, also it closes. Also the same role, to prevent the back flow back into the right ventricle should not come back. So the valve is closed and kept closed, so that the blood that goes into the lungs, it will reach to the lungs. Okay. So this is the circulatory system. In another class, we will see the type of circulation. And here one more thing to understand, the blood passes twice, I said. How it passes twice? First round, from the whole parts of the body, blood enters into the heart. From the heart, it goes to the lungs. After the oxygenation, then it comes back from the lungs to the heart. From the heart, again the blood it pumps and moves into all parts of the body. So we say it is the blood, it is entering into the heart twice to complete one circulation. Thank you, students.